this series, we'll be talking about the spirit of Jezebel Spirit. And the purpose of this series is to check ourselves. That is why this program is themed the spiritual MOT or spiritual health check. Because most of the characteristics of this spirit will be exposed, it is then left to you to know that characteristics that I am exhibiting belongs to Jezebel's characteristics or Ahab's spirit of characteristics or Pharaoh or whatever. You will definitely know so that we can put ourselves in checks. Now, according to the book of Revelation 2:20, it says, "But I have this against you, that you let the woman Jezebel say she is a prophet or prophetess, claiming to be inspired, and give false teaching, making my servants go after the desires of the flesh, and take food offered to false gods." Revelation 2:20. Other references: 1 Kings 16:31, 2 Kings 9:22 and 30. Revelation 2:20, 1 Kings 16:31, 2 Kings 9:22, 30. It is very, very important to know who Jezebel was. And that brings us to the question, who was Jezebel? This is more or less a synopsis of Jezebel. Who was Jezebel? Jezebel was an actual person. Jezebel, the biblical character, first appears in 1 Kings 16 when she marries Ahab, king of Israel. Jezebel was the daughter of Ethbaal, the king and the high priest of the Baal, worshipping Sidonians. Baal worship was closely associated with obsessive sensuality and often involved sex acts. Jezebel, as a daughter of this perverse kingdom, was raised in an atmosphere where sex was a path to power and influence. Ahab, king of Israel, was completely subdued and dominated by Jezebel, a type of modern-day man. Jezebel then introduced the worship of Ashtaroth to Israel through King Ahab's relationship. This god/goddess represented the Canaanite culture of the moon, was a power-hungry goddess of love and sensuality. Priestess, prostitutes filled her shrines and serviced her worshippers. The law of these legal, readily available erotic encounters was more than the men of Israel would resist. By Jezebel's influence, most Israelites, the northern kingdom, left the worship of God for Baal and Ashtaroth. The prophet Elijah laments that only 7,000 men in the entire nation were not swayed by her control. Ashtaroth or Astaroth for the Philistines was the same as the Semites' Astarte, both modeled from the Babylonians' Ishtar. Our other counterparts are Isis and Hathor of Egypt, Kali of India, and Aphrodite and Demeter of Greece. The Roman counterpart was Diana, the same as in Acts 19:35. Indeed, the same goddess in these days goes by the name of Mary. The Council of Ephesus, 431 AD, had the cult of Diana, the virgin goddess, in Greek, which means Artemis, in Phoenicians, which means Astarte. Her cult continued in Ephesus until 431 AD, supplemented by the cult of Mary by the Roman Catholic Church to legitimize that Mary was the mother of God and the mother of all, and not Diana that almost had these attributes. They almost gave to Mary all the other attributes of Diana, such as Queen of Heaven and Divine Virgin, etc. Before 431 AD, Mary was not recognized, and so they effectively paganized Christianity at Ephesus, and Diana, still alive, had her name changed to that of Mary. Shalom. Shalom.
Radio, KCR2, Kings One Radio, Kings One Radio, the station of the world, the station on top, the station of the elite. Kings One Radio, the station of the world, the station on top, the station of the elite. Kings One Radio. Kings One Radio.